Alright, welcome to Doozer Shop. I got a fix for you this evening for the drill doctor. There's a love-hate relationship with the drill doctor. I have the one that takes, I think, up to 1/2 inch and then up to 3/4. But I loved it when I first got it, and through the passage of a couple years, it started not giving the relief on the drill bit anymore, like it should, and then they wouldn't cut. So a lot of years went by, and I think I finally figured out what's going on and how to fix it. So if you've got a drill doctor that's not sharpening your bits quite properly anymore, check out this video, and maybe yours is the same situation, and I'm going to tell you how to fix it. So let's zoom in on what I got going on and take your handheld. Alright, so I got it tipped sideways, you know, because I got to shoot it with the camera. But anyways, this is what I'm talking about, guys. The drill doctor, I think it's called either the 500 for 1/2 inch or 750, you know, for the bigger sizes. And I've had this, I don't know, 15 years, no, 20 years I've had this. So anyways, you know, it's the kind that has the 2 collet, you know, holders in, you know, for whatever. But what I wanted to show you is this is the end where you do the business, right? You put the collet in there and you spin it. You set it at the front, and that seems to be okay to do the setting. And you know, you got the little fingers in there to put on the flutes. But the problem that I have come to find out is this side. What you have here is, let me grab a, okay. So these bit holders, you know, they got a cam. You can see it rides up. You know, there's a face cam, and you spin it, and it goes in and out on that face cam, right? You can see that. And I thought that cam was wearing down, and it was causing me issues. And you know, I look at the plastic. Is it worn down? I didn't think so. But then I noticed something else. This whole outside, there's a cam there as well. I didn't realize that off the get-go. If you turn it 180 degrees, there's another ramp right there. And I'm looking at that, and yeah, it's worn a little bit, but you know, not appreciably so. So then I got looking at where it rides, and this outside cam, you know, this, you know, radial cam is it rides on this little nub here. Let me stick the camera in the tripod, and you can see that nub. And I'll zoom in here a little bit, right? You can kind of see that nub. Let me get out. So that's what I'm talking about. And that's worn right there. This is not as high as it used to be. There's a flat spot on there. So that's causing the problem. So what did I do? I drilled a hole in it, and I had the idea to put a little nail in there to fix it. Now, I can't show you this on camera, maybe. So this is like a picture frame nail. This is a headed brad. It's just a nail you'd find for like fine carpentry, for trim work. I call it a picture frame nail. Maybe it's a 2-penny nail. I don't know. But what I did is I measured the nail. I think it's, I don't know, 45 thousandths or something like that. And I got a drill bit and this is just a hand, you know, what do you call it, pin vise, pin chuck. And that's what I used, and I drilled a hole. Oops. There, see? I drilled a hole just by waddling it with my fingers. And the reason I do that, I want to put that the brad in there, right? So let me get my little fixer device. So this is just a pair of needle nose pliers, and I figured the head of the brad is going to help us restore the height. It's a really tight fit. I hope I'm getting that. Yeah, I'm getting it. And then you can pull it down. And it doesn't look like much. It doesn't take much. And I've often thought, you know, if one wanted to, you could put a little washer underneath that. I'm trying to give you an example of, you know, maybe you got some washers and just a little. This is too big, but sometimes you have really small washers and you could raise it up with anything. So now the interaction with this is, you know, you're probably not going to be able to see it so well. It's hard to see, but that cam now is riding on the head of that nail, okay? So that's really the fix, is to put a nail under there, or I'm sorry, drill a hole and put a nail in the hole. And you know, you might have a different size nail with a more with a thicker head, but anyways, that seems to I mean, and you know, nip it off, right? You know, get something, you know, not these, but you know, some kind of pliers, and nip the nail off flush, so you don't, you know, have that thing sticking out. But anyhow, so that's my idea, and it seems to really have fixed it. You know, how it sharpens the drill bits a lot better now. And like I said, you know, cut the nail off so you don't stab yourself. But that's it. You know, that's the fix for the Drill Doctor that's not grinding your drill bits properly anymore. It's just the follower nubbin for the cam. It just gets worn down. And now I can sharpen my drill bits, and it's restored that rake. When you the twist it puts on there, that little back rake, it's all fixed. So hope that helps somebody with their Drill Doctor. Like and subscribe to Doozer Shop. I'll see you again next time.